Welcome, everybody. We are coming off a little bit of a break. My new NIL deal is in. This is the Double T Amputee. I am your host, Russell Cooper, Lubbock's premier amputee, with my right-hand man, my ride or die, my hall pass if I ever have to go gay, Mr. Morgan Hyman.
What's up, folks?
And to go along with the tech theme, he is a tech red raider. And what else?
I work for Texas Tech. Yeah,
He's part of the system.
I'm glad I'm not your right. I'm glad I'm your right hand man as opposed to your left leg man.
The left side of me gets no love because it's hexed.
Yeah, hexed.
So I'm not sure if you're aware of this because you're not fond of athletics, but did you know that there's a big game coming up this weekend?
I am aware.
Do anybody in your office, are they aware?
We're all aware of it because we're hoping they'll let us go home early on Friday.
Oh man! So how does that department celebrate? Do they party hard?
It varies by the academic side does not give a shit. Needless to say, biologists not big football fans, at least not that I've seen. But the rest of the staff are pretty stoked.
Are they of the opinion they don't deserve all that money? They just bang their heads. I'm spitting atoms.
No, we're actually very, very close to the football field
because we're Red Raiders.
And we're Red Raiders. And honestly, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. What's good for the football team is good for the campus. It brings money in. It's job security. It's great. It's fucking rad.
It's the lifeblood of the school. Mm-hmm. Any school. Mm-hmm. I read a really interesting article in my college years, and it correlated
75 years
your
ago.
experience in college to the success of your football team.
Our producer and benefactor,
Mr. Roy.
BYU hate week. Fuck you, BYU.
Yeah, fuck the Mormons, especially one in particular.
Roy doesn't like it when you talk about Heavenly Father like that.
Oh, okay.
But
he's a polygamist.
Roy broke my train of thought. And I've been having adult onset dementia lately.
It's true. No, we've been the university, the school. It's a big thing all around.
Yeah. That's what it was like. If you go to a school that has a really bad football program, chances are your quality of college years is not going to be as awesome as, let's say, if you're in current Texas Tech or in Alabama or...
Well, Texas Tech has always been a great school, whether or not we've had a good football team, but our program's always been great. Even if we're losing, it's great.
I love it.
Yeah.
I really feel like it is an abusive relationship because I have been alive for 49 years.
50 next month, my friend.
50 next month. Tech athletics has ruined or darkened 43 of them. But I still come back.
Even as a child...
Yeah.
Was football good or bad the year you lost the leg?
1985 was not good.
Okay, well, at least it couldn't have gotten any worse.
So, those were kind of like those were weird years as far as like Tech was concerned because
that was the Spike Dykes year, right?
That was the beginning of him. Yes. Yeah. So, and also that's kind of when
little known fact. Did you know Spike Dykes was not a gay woman?
Yeah.
Even though his last name. Not a gay woman.
Spike, he is a fan favorite. He kind of irritated me because of those irritating little sayings that he says, like, we got to be more cautious than a cat with a long tail and a room full of rocking chairs. And he was a soundbite.
He coined that.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was like, this Sunday I'm more nervous than a whore in church.
But everybody,
or Saturday.
All the media thought he was so cool and they loved him because he
was a character.
Because he had sound bites. He was a poor man's version of Mike Leach.
Poor man's pirate.
And he never could get it together. And my cousin played for him and still loves the man to this day.
He looms large in Texas Tech sports.
He was the winningest until the longest time. But
yeah,
he was good. But we've moved on. And
we have moved on. We've had our Kingsburys, our Leaches, our McGuires.
Well, we've been a doormat, and we've been the stepsisters for as long as I can remember. Where you used to judge your your season, whether or not you beat Texas or UT or A&M.
Yeah.
And that was, if you did, man, we were good.
And now we have a multiple Super Bowl winning quarterback that came from Texas Tech, which is really puts us on the map. I mean, anytime when I'm outside of Lubbock and anybody mentions the Chiefs or Mahomes, I'm like, he came from my fucking school.
I used to sit next to him at what's that place though? Mesquite's.
The old folks' home?
Mesquite's.
I've never even set foot in Mesquite's. You used to see Mahomes at Mesquite's?
That's where you hung out.
Oh, really? They should have him do an ad for him. Like, come to Mesquite's and see Mahomes.
One of my favorite restaurants here in Lubbock, named after a music genre, is doing a really smart ad campaign. They have a flat Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, really?
And they're like, hey, why don't you come in for a beer? We were asking them all these different ways to come into the restaurant. While
you and Rafa's favorite restaurant, Yaz.
I enjoyed it.
Jazz, but for those that don't know Rafa's accent.
That is a very important place, but that is for another time. But jazz. But yeah. So, and also, since you're not aware, probably
never aware,
one of the things that the audience does during game day is they have really, really creative signs.
Like what? Like a gigantic D, and then a picture of a fence, and then it goes defense, defense.
You're probably going to get that level at A&M because it is an engineer. It is an engineering school, but no,
it's an agriculture school.
It was an agriculture school. I don't know.
The signs.
The signs. Oh, yeah. So my favorite sign was when game day came to Lubbock in 2008. Graham Harrell was the quarterback, and one of the signs that says, "My favorite cracker is Graham."
Fuck it, R.I.P. Graham Harrell. He's still alive.
We had some of the best signs that I've ever seen. And today I went out and I had some errands to run, and there are about right now 1,800 Tech students camped outside of Jones Stadium.
I've seen them. They got tents. They're probably not showering. They're definitely fucking in those tents.
Well, I mean, this is what you want. This is what you want as a city, as a fan base, as a football team, because we are the focus, and we kissed a lot of frogs to get here. And now this is the biggest game in Tech history up to this point, and possibly...
Well, it's the biggest game of this generation, that's for sure. It's the biggest game any of these current college students have ever seen in their lives, because most of them were just barely born in 2008.
And I'm really proud of our football team and our coaching staff because they are embracing this. They've been interviewing them on the news. They're just floored that they've been out. It's Monday. Yesterday, as of Monday, they've been out there. And the game's not
today's
Saturday.
Today's
well, I know it's that, but
okay, sorry. It doesn't matter. This is coming out before the game, right?
And but I mean, the Najee candidate was like, we've never seen this before. And
oh, really?
A lot of the guys that are playing now that are awesome came from really, really small schools. That he's
really?
We didn't get game day where I was playing.
Yeah, hell no.
You're lucky if you had 7 people in the stand.
Yeah,
but this is
the big time.
This is a big deal, and
I'm excited, dude. I mean, like I said, you said at the beginning, I'm not the biggest sports fan, but it's a big deal. I can see it. Yeah. I can see people waiting in line to get in the game, just like I saw in 1999 when motherfuckers were waiting to see the Phantom Menace. Except this isn't going to be disappointing and ruin all our childhoods.
But I gotta say, and I'm not used to complimenting the opponent. But being Mormons, they
got some hot women.
They have hot women and they're do-gooders when they're not with their magic underwear and their multiple wives. Mm-hmm. So there was the team's barber, the football team's barber.
Oh, yeah?
His wife was almost killed in a car accident. No insurance.
BYU's barber?
No, Tech.
Oh, Tech's. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and they had no insurance. I mean, I think it was almost a fatality.
Jesus.
They started a GoFundMe and they raised like $15,000.
Oh, good.
Kirk Herbstreit, who was one of the hosts, put in like $15,000.
Damn, nice.
BYU's fan base raised $60,000.
Whoa!
And they
for
donated.
A barber. Imagine what they would have raised if it was somebody important.
And the Tech student
No
government
shade on her.
and the BYU student government have launched a book fair.
Oh, really?
You know,
That's
I mean,
nice.
it's just kind of like, I'm not used to Heavenly Father wants us to be nice to each other.
The Mormons put their money in with where their mouth is, and they also put their mouth where.
But, you know, let's not, break our arm, patting them on the back. It is a cult.
No, it is a cult, and it's a dangerous cult that abuses children.
I have to come clean here because that's the only way to come. There was this really cute little, she's probably about 2 years younger than I was back in the day, and they were Mormons, LDS, Latter-day Saints, and they're not allowed to do anything on Sunday. And so I always thought that was bizarre, but kind of little peckerhead that I was, I would go get my buddies and we would go play in her front yard, and she would just sit there in the. It's kind of a dick thing to do now, but
Poor Marie Osmond.
yeah, but
They used to live in Lubbock, the Osmonds.
the Osmonds. My sister was a big Donnie fan.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
He told Howard Stern that never in his life, ever, not one time, has he ever received a blowjob.
Donnie Osmond is a nerd.
Yeah.
He is a nerd. He's never
But-
gotten blown, and he's like a 70-something-year-old man that performs in Las Vegas, New Mexico, and never had his wife put not even one of his sons
So you are
put his mouth on his
You're
penis.
7 years younger than I.
Yeah.
Donnie and Marie. So that was my sisters.
It's before your time.
They
yeah.
were the thing. They were America's wet dream.
Yeah, and it's funny because nobody knows who they are anymore. It's crazy because we were talking. I went to Vegas a couple weeks ago. I haven't recorded an episode since then, but Vegas is so weird because when I was a kid, Elvis everywhere. Honeymoon in Vegas with Nicolas Cage and Sarah Jessica Parker and James Caan. Elvis is jumping out of airplanes. 30 years later, I see one solitary Elvis statue in the Circus Casino. It's like the town has completely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad the new generation. I'm glad Alanis Morissette was doing a show in the Caesars Palace. Kelly Clarkson was coming soon. It's cool that the new artists, but sometimes you got to have those classics, and you got to have the Rat Pack. You got to have Elvis. You got to have fucking
Wayne Newton,
yeah.
Blue Man Group.
Didn't see. Yeah, well, they're the new Wayne Newton. I mean, you've got Carrot Top. You still got Penn and Teller. You still got a lot of your. Classic David Copperfields, things like that. I had a cab driver who used to work for David Copperfield. Asshole, apparently. But
When I was a special ed teacher and one of my autistic kids who liked to cuss, David Copperfield came to Lubbock long time ago. Cool. And one of the other teachers was a security guard, and the young man found out that we were going to go see the show, and he was stimming David Copperfield.
David Copperfield. That's what I call him.
That's
because he's into shit play.
The bonus of special ed.
I don't know if you've read Claudia Schiffer's, who dated David Copperfield. She has an autobiography called Schiffer's Full, and she talks about how David Copperfield is into poo play. That's all a lie, by the way.
David Lee Roth likes cinemas.
That doesn't surprise me. Oh, yeah!
I want to start a kink where all I want you to do is just get up and leave.
Well, it's funny because I was talking to this kid at the stand-up show last week at Bar PM, and he was talking about, we were talking about, hookers, because I do some jokes about hookers and stuff. And he's like, oh, man, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, you know what the thing is about a hooker? You don't pay him for the sex.
No.
You pay him to leave. And he thought that was the funniest thing he's ever heard. And I'm like, I guess you've never met anybody's uncle ever or heard of Charlie Sheen. That's the oldest joke about whores there's ever was.
One of the greatest things I ever saw, and it wasn't Charlie Sheen. As a matter of fact, it was
Corey Haim.
No, the one that Angel Fire. He's a real bad guy. Angel Heart.
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
Oh, Mickey Rourke is no Charlie Sheen.
Oh no, excuse me. I correct myself. It was Sean Penn. And
Sean Penn also. He's Mickey Rourke is and Sean Penn are a lot closer than Charlie Sheen and Mickey Rourke.
And what brings me to the point was, speaking of hookers, an interviewer asked Sean Penn what his idea of fun was back in the 80s. And he goes, "Are you kidding me? 2 hookers and an 8-ball.
And that's when he was married to Madonna.
How much was an 8-ball back then? I don't know.
$20.
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, we're talking Hollywood cocaine, so I don't know, $100.
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
I just don't like the way it smells.
Yeah, it smells terrible.
But no, so today though, I was just kind of sitting around thinking. I was early to an appointment and I didn't want to drive home, so I was and I was just like thinking to get back to tech football.
Yeah, it all goes back to tech
To
football.
add in athletics. I can't tell you myself and probably thousands of other people, what would it be like if tech was relevant? What would it be like if tech was in the big games? And what would it be like, I mean, just like one? And what would it be in?
People wouldn't have heard of Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah. And growing up as a tech fan, you get sprinkles of excellence, like where if you beat Texas, you had a winning season. That was all that mattered. And you keep coming back for more. It was just I don't know. So everybody who is a Red Raider fan feels the same way in that what if and what if and what if. And we are on the cusp of that possibly happening.
I love cusps.
Me too.
Except for blood pressure cusps. Those I'm not a fan of because they hurt my arm.
You have the little baby blue one?
Actually, I have one that just goes on my wrist now, and that's an okay blood pressure cusp.
Because so you used to be a biggin. Yeah, I know.
I did. I was a lot bigger.
They pulled out that maroon contraption on you, didn't they?
They sure did.
You get that little blue one and it pops off. And I'm sorry, Consuela, I'm a big boy.
It's funny to me because I grew up in Lubbock. You grew up in Lubbock. My family moved here when I was 5. You were born here, but yeah. Texas Tech sports is always like very much at the forefront, the iconography of the Double T. Seeing the stadium every Sunday on my way to church, my dad taking me to a game when I was like 9 or 10. They were playing UT. I think it was on Halloween. It was right around Halloween, and I don't know. Was it just it's something that I didn't like love as a sports fan, but just as a guy who grew up in Lubbock, you know, realizing that Raider Red is just a bastardized Yosemite Sam, and that's Dirk West just like kind of drew a caricature. And I also do you remember Dr. Red Duke?
I do. I'm Dr. Red Duke.
Dr. Red Duke.
Thank you for your support.
I always kind of associated Dr. Red Duke and Raider Red too because his name was Red and he had the big mustache.
Whenever I saw Dr. Red Duke, and he was a staple on the news.
Yeah.
It's just like it's hard to be taken seriously if you're a professional and you have that deep Southern twang.
That's why he was a TV doctor. Yes, he was a doctor from Texas A&M University, but he was a character.
Yeah.
And I mean, wouldn't you want a character to be your doctor? You go see, what's up, Dr. Duke?
I have a character for a doctor.
I have a hot lady for my doctor, which is, in a lot of ways, a great character.
I have had a plethora of doctors, and mine that I have now is a character, to be sure.
That's great.
He likes it when you insult him.
Yeah. Is your doctor older than you or younger than you?
He's older than me.
See, I've never had a doctor, like a regular doctor that was younger than me. And I'm guessing probably like when my current doctor retires, because she's about to move from the Covenant system, I'm going to follow her. She's going to remain my doctor. She's great. I won't say her name because people will want to go see the same doctor as me and ask her all my secrets. But
I'm not telling any secrets.
I'm not telling anything.
Do you have any friends in your circle? And I know the answer to that are doctors by any chance?
No. Medical profession, yes. Yeah. Doctors, no. I haven't quite gotten to the point. But my girlfriend's brother is a doctor, so maybe if that relationship becomes long term, and it is a very good relationship that I hope is very, very long term, I might have a doctor in the family at some point. That's pretty fucking cool. He also lives in England.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
England.
Man,
I am having trouble maintaining thought.
No, it's okay. We're both
I'm a little bit rusty,
on the devil's lettuce.
I'm so amped up about this game. I've been waiting for this game for my entire life.
For a girl like you.
But so this is a running joke in my family. Football is like said on that movie with Jason Sudeikis. Football is life.
Football is life.
Football is a very big deal.
You're talking about Ted Lasso?
Yeah, Ted Lasso. Mm-hmm. Football is a very big deal.
Different kind of football, but football
in my family. I mean, and growing up, my mom hated it because all that was on was TV for my uncles and my grandfather. Mm-hmm. Sports.
Yeah. Sports.
My dad, John Russell, couldn't give a frog's fat ass about sports.
See, my dad, Jimmy Lee, couldn't either, and that's why I love him. He was a gentle man, as well as a gentleman. Yeah. But my love of sports, while it is few, I do appreciate it. Yeah. I do. And you, Russell Cooper, have made me appreciate sports a whole lot more.
You know, I mean, you can gain a whole lot out of it.
Yeah.
It motivated me to listen to my doctors and go to physical therapy because all I wanted to do is play football.
So you might have been an even worse football player if you hadn't have listened to your doctors.
I was fairly solid with half of a third of a leg and half of a foot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you love the sport and you love watching it and you wanted to do it. It's just like, I mean, you've talked to me at length about how regretful you are about your accident as a kid because you could have potentially been a really great football player and you'll never know because you didn't have the opportunity to get there.
I kind of judge myself on family members because I have family members that played Division I.
Well, they were your heroes, your older cousins and stuff that played football,
and the talent that they had and just whatnot. It's just kind of like they had that physical ability. They just had that, there are those, my grandma always said, he jumped in a pile of shit and come out smelling like a rose. He just wanted everything he did. And, it's just
a big deal, man. It's like watching your boys. It's like sports in a lot of ways are kind of a replacement for like, he's going off to war. Oh, he's going to make us proud. He's going to go out there and fight the Kaiser. But instead, he's going to go out there and tackle some motherfuckers to score some touchdowns. And it's cool.
Yeah.
And you wanted to be that as a kid.
I wanted to.
I get it.
I wanted a coach that I wanted to jump through a wall for.
Mm-hmm. Here's a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So with your accident, you never could have played at the level you wanted to. Why didn't you look into coaching? Was that not really your forte? Because I could see you like being a John Madden type.
The universe took me down the movie path.
Hey, I'm glad. That's why I love you, because I'm a movie guy too.
Football movies became that's podcast.
Yeah, that's
movies
another
are
story.
Extremely important. Football, athletics, and movies are.
Yeah,
that's my shit.
Yeah, and where they meet too, that intersection.
And I mean, it's just you can learn. But you're not going to play football forever.
Nah.
And
you can't make movies
you can
forever.
make movies forever.
Martin Scorsese and Clint Eastwood. Those guys are both, Eastwood's in his 90s, Scorsese's in his 80s, both active filmmakers. Great.
I never saw Clint Eastwood coming as far as like being one of the best filmmakers ever.
I mean, I think he did some of the best films of that era. I mean, for my money, Unforgiven. You can't find many better westerns from the '90s when you're talking Unforgiven.
Yeah.
$1 Million Baby's fantastic. The Pacific and Letters from Iwo Jima were great. Not the Pacific. What was it
Heartbreak
called?
Ridge.
Yeah,
Right Turn Clyde.
I mean, I really like. He was on a run there where he did some fucking bangers. I really like Changeling, and I mean going back,
El Torino.
Gran Torino. See, I wasn't that hot on Gran Torino. I thought that the casting was kind of bad. He was fine, but the Asian kid he cast and the guy he cast as the priest was so bad. But it's not a bad movie. It left a little bit to be desired. But $1 Million Baby, Unforgiven, I love those.
I like the effeminate redheaded priest. I thought he was pretty cool.
Oh, really? You like that guy?
I think he was just a bad sermon away from being inappropriate.
I mean, even like Eastwood did a pretty good job with the Richard Jewell movie.
Yeah.
That guy's a great actor too.
This is how powerful Clint Eastwood's machismo is as far as like his movie career. When he did Bridges of Madison County, people lost their
you wanted to blow him.
Damn mind because
how could you make two unsexy people, Clint Eastwood, old Clint Eastwood, and Meryl Streep, well past her prime, and even when she was younger, she wasn't that much of a looker. She was always a better actress than a hottie. She was no Sally Field.
No, there was only one Sally.
But it was a sexy movie. It was smut before there was smut. Bridges of Madison County. You had Meryl Streep getting dicked down by photographer Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, but
it's a good movie too.
He stepped out of the norm, and they did the same thing to Tom Hanks when Tom Hanks did Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's true.
How's it going to happen?
Yeah, like that. A little known fact: they both had AIDS in those movies. Yeah, Clint Eastwood's character gave Meryl Streep AIDS in Bridges of Madison County. That was a postscript that you didn't hear about.
I would like to.
It's in the book.
I would like to give whatever it takes to Marissa Tomei.
Oh, Marissa Tomei, I would tow her May.
Another fine addition to the Italian.
Yeah. That's some spicy meatball.
Forget about it.
Oh man, I love movies. You know what another great Clint Eastwood movie is?
You fell asleep during a really awesome
I
movie
am
the other
so
night.
sorry. I was fucking tired. I've got a beautiful girlfriend that I spent a lot of time with, and I didn't get a nap yesterday. I went to the gym, and I was just tired as a bitch. Me and her had dinner together and watched some TV, and it was great. We had Taco Tuesday. I made tacos. She loves tacos.
That's what she said. But
Not enough.
My colleague and I, we have a little thing. Every Tuesday, we go see a movie at 10 o'clock.
That is true. Me and Russell go see a movie. It's a tradition. We didn't do it last week because I was in Las Vegas.
And I was in Dallas at the Cowboys game.
That is true.
Being accused of bomb-making material at Dallas Airport, which was kind of scary. But I digress.
I'm sorry. That was a prank I pulled on you. I planted a bomb in your bag.
I felt like... so I went to the State Fair and to the Cowboys game last weekend.
Better than the state unfair.
And when I went back to the airport to come home, being an amputee, I get pulled out and they do this, that, or the other, and I go on my way.
Yeah, because you might have like a bomb in your leg or something.
It was taking forever. And I asked the guy, this is that moment like when the black guy walks into the country bar and the record goes... So I was...
What you doing in here,
I was sitting there, and the guy that was the TSA agent was from New York or somewhere. And I go, man, is everything all right? This is taking a lot longer than normal. He goes, yeah, you tested positive for ball-making residue.
You tested for bomb-making residue.
I go, bomb-making residue, and then I immediately pulled out my itinerary. I was at the State Fair. I was at blah, blah, blah. And your life flashes before your eyes because everybody heard the word bomb. You don't say bomb in the airport. Bomb, 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 bomb.
Bomb, 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 bomb.
And they pulled me into this room. I enjoyed the finger in the butt.
Of course. They have a dainty woman do it, right?
She had some very small fingers. But no, I mean, it's
Did she phone home to your prostate?
And I told him what I did. And the guy goes, yeah, that'll do it. This isn't an uncommon thing.
So you probably like it's the state fair. There's like oil, gasoline, flammable materials because it's
lots of Armenians too.
Lots of Armenian manure, which can be used to make a bomb because they have animals at the fair. I mean, yeah, there's all manner of things you could have stepped in, and also having a fake leg, you probably weren't aware you had stepped on it.
And I almost had.
Were you wearing shorts or pants?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I'm wearing pants tonight because I am hosting a show, and
2 in a row.
Ask any amputee that we all fucking hate wearing pants.
It's true. My Uncle Jack only had one arm. An amputee, hated wearing pants. I don't know why. It's something about having one arm. He never wanted to wear pants. I saw that guy's dick so often.
That's so weird because Morgan and I'm surprised we don't cycle together. Because his uncle that he's talking about is from Alney.
Yes.
And I went to North Texas, but I'm a Red Raider.
Yeah.
And that's on the way to Denton.
It is true.
And there is a picture of a gentleman with one arm hunting. It's the one-armed dove hunt.
Yeah, the one-armed dove hunt. My uncle Jack. Yeah, and Uncle, I would like to give an RIP, pouring one out for the homie. Uncle Jack's son, Jackie Bishop, passed away recently. He was my mom's.
Bishop?
Jackie Bishop. Yeah, no, Joey Bishop was another cousin. Yeah, that's right.
Uncles are the best.
But yeah, Uncle Jack was my great uncle, my grandpa's brother, and then his son Jackie. He died the other day. Jackie was a good guy, and oddly enough, my Uncle Jack had one arm, Jackie one leg. Swear to God, Uncle Jack, he had cancer in his arm. They cut it off when he was a kid because he had a tumor. Jackie lost his left leg in a cotton stripper.
I would say that if I was that guy, I would wrap myself in bubble tape and never leave the house.
No kidding. Yeah.
But
the next 2 generations, Jackie's son and grandson, they're both have all of their limbs. I think it was just a wild coincidence that a father and son, one lost an arm, the other lost a leg.
You 2-legged freaks take that for granted. Mm-hmm. But oh man, I don't know. I just hate it. I have a little bit about it, wearing pants too, and it's just unnatural.
Yeah. So how long was the whole ordeal when they pulled you out? Because they thought you had bomb making residue on your leg.
So I sat there.
You didn't miss your flight, but
I almost did. So
motherfuckers, they can do that.
Yeah, because I was DFW is larger than the state of Rhode Island.
I believe it. I was in DFW the other day. No, I wasn't. I flew directly to Vegas, so I wasn't in DFW.
Keep in mind, I am handy capable. I was after I cleared my name and was found to have no bomb residue, just a bomb ass dick.
He's not a terrorist.
They took me to B1, and that got canceled, and they moved me to B49. I had to go 49. In a wheelchair with an Indian that was running as fast as he could.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I will get you there so fast. Would you mind if I stopped for some chicken vindaloo?
I felt so bad because this gentleman ran from B1 to B45. I had 2 $100 bills in my pocket.
Yeah, you couldn't tip him.
And had 2 $1 bills.
Did you give him the 2 ones?
Yeah.
Hey, you're a bro. Those sky caps, a lot of those guys or whatever, they don't even get tipped. So, you know how I know? Because I don't tip them. Fuck those assholes.
Wait, that's a shit thing to do.
No. No, you want to tip the people. They're working hard. He was helping you out.
If you're a big fat slob, I mean, can you imagine pushing your
it wasn't your fault you lost your leg when you were 2.
No, 5, 9,
whatever.
He was awesome, and I felt so bad because.
Hey, shout out to Muhammad Patel.
Shout out.
Chances are that was either his first and or last
You
night.
did a very good job.
He sure did.
And he did kind of look like a poo too, but I was just like, man, I felt so bad. And,
He looked like a poo in the sense
But,
that
I
he
mean,
was Indian.
I'm not about to break with 100. I mean, I'm not.
No, fuck no, dude. I mean, you could have stopped, bought him a beer on the way, and then broke the 100. No, I'm fucking with
So,
you.
but they took me into this little room in the back.
That sucks. That's an ordeal, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they had the guy with. I mean, they took notes, and I was like, "What's going to happen?" He goes, "All right, here's what's going to happen. We're going to take you back out there. We're going to search you, and we're going to reprocess your leg, and then more than likely you'll be on your way." And so we go back out. And he goes, "Would you like to go into a private room to get frisked, or would you like to do it out here?"
I got frisked the other day too.
And I said, "No. We're doing it right here."
Yeah.
And homeboy, whenever he was checking my bits and pieces, I think
I mean, you were fully clothed.
Yeah.
What they do, and I had this done right around the same time, within a week of you. They lock their hands and they kind of rub their hands, the back of their hands, against your dick and balls and your asshole to make sure. They're like, "All right, sir, I'm gonna do this. Would you like?" And it was like this young black dude, probably in his late 20s, who did that to me at Las Vegas. I forgot to take my belt off. And then when you stand in the machine and do this and they scan you, I did wee. I was just fucking around because I like to fuck around. And I'm gonna have some fun with it because you can't. And I think the fact that I forgot to take my belt off and I did wee, they're like, "Shit, here's our one motherfucker an hour we're gonna search." Well, you had one leg and bomb making residue, so they gotta search you.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty brave, tough, and strong.
It
and all
makes you feel safe, though,
that.
doesn't it?
I told him that. I go, "Man, hey, I appreciate because I feel safe that y'all go through this, but I'm not gonna lie, Officer Minetti, I almost shit myself."
Yeah, you almost shit yourself. I came on that guy a little bit. If I had not been wearing pants,
Well, you do like the blacks.
yeah, I love them. I love them,
Me too.
and famously, I fuck with TSA agents. So.
I don't fuck around at the airport.
No, you don't fuck around. So I had this bit I was doing. So me and my coworkers, I was on a conference to Las Vegas. They send us on a conference about once every year and a half. The last time I went on a conference a year and a half ago, we were in Vegas. And I said something to Nathan, my coworker, about 9/11, and he's like, "We're in an airport. You can't say 9/11." And I'm like, "What if I ask someone what time it is?" And it's like 49 minutes till 10. And then what if I said hijack, and he's like, "You can't say hijack in an airport." That's like, what if I see my friend Jack and I'm like, "Hi,
So my niece,
John."
my niece is a female version of me in a lot of respects.
Hannah's like a female version of you. She has both legs and
she's an
is
attitude.
much more attractive.
Yeah, she has an attitude. She's got a mouth, and she's very vicious. And if she's pissed off or whatnot,
Yeah, she kicks Kane's ass.
So when she was in college, she went on that travel abroad to Spain to go whatever, and
She went to the Sevilla campus.
she got yes,
Oh, I need to ask her about that next time.
she got in trouble in Ireland because she asked for a car bomb.
And
And then she got to start talking to, and then my beautiful baby girl was outlawed from the country of Germany for a few months.
What, did she make Hitler jokes?
She didn't have her papers on the train.
Oh, she didn't have the papers.
Where are the papers? And I had a very bad experience with a German woman, and I was just kind of like,
Oh, Helga took a shit on your chest.
no. So I can't wait to, not to change the subject, but a little
Now
segue here.
change it, dude.
I'm,
Airport talk is stressful.
I'm excited to do my my thing tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to break out that thing about the cankles.
Dude, well, and tomorrow, if this comes out before tomorrow, me and you are going to be doing a co-hosting thing. You're going to be Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Ed McMahon. You're going to be Conan O'Brien. I'm going to be Andy Richter. You're going to be Batman. I'm going to be Robin.
I want to be David Letterman.
Okay, I'll be Paul Schaefer. Hell yeah!
So,
the musical director.
There was a guy at my job yesterday that came in and looked like Paul Schaefer.
Oh yeah, I'd actually rather be Doc Severinsen.
Yeah.
Fuck Ed McMahon. I want to be Doc Severinsen.
Yes,
Yes.
Doc was a partier, but no.
Oh, of course he was. He was the band leader.
But in case you don't know out there, I don't know how many fans I have. I'm sure there's tens of thousands.
Dozens.
Every Thursday,
Dozen.
we do open mic at Bar PM.
Bar PM, 1211 University Avenue. Say hey to Steve, the bartender.
And every miércoles, Wednesday, or Home Day, the Lantern.
Yeah. Dude, stand-up comedy has enriched my life like nobody's business. Some of my best friends and worst exes I have met via stand-up comedy. It's great. I would not. I've done stand-up in a lot of scenes, and stand-up comedians are the most interesting motherfuckers on the face of the planet. I could move to another city that had a stand-up scene and find a friend group pretty quickly. I'd be like, that's the Russell. That's the Derek.
How are you going to do that
Curtis.
when you're so paralyzed and afraid to talk to people in a social situation?
I don't know, Russell.
But no, come out there, bring your friends. If you went so far as to get a membership to the Patreon to support this, go a little bit further. Come out Thursday and Wednesday night.
Yeah,
and support local comedy.
Support the Snake Pit Patreon. You can see all kinds of content. You can probably see Russell's butthole if we can monetize it.
And probably not a lot of my colleagues, maybe some of them would agree, but our scene's rivals, if not bests, Austin.
Our scene is better than Austin. You know why? Because we don't have a bitch-ass Tony Hinchcliffe or Joe Rogan.
We got 2 amputees.
We got 2 amputees, but 3 limbs missing. What?
And we have 1 and sometimes 2 chicks. Women, 2 girls.
Oh, I mean, sometimes there's like 4 or 5.
But I agree with you. This is that fateful night at jazz that changed my life. I mean,
Yeah.
I've been funny all my life, but never in my life have I prepared my material.
Oh, my life.
There's so much that goes into it.
I've been funny, motherfucking Russell.
What to do with your hands, how to embrace the crowd. Do I have an erection that's visible?
Yeah. I mean, it's
so much that goes into it.
It's so much that goes into it, and you get so much out of it. Like friends, loved ones. I even got a humdinger or 3 from women I met via stand up.
Yep.
And I don't want to. If you're a young stand up, don't date anyone you meet via stand up. It's a bad idea. And at least until you've been doing it 5-6 years.
And I'm a rarity, but if you see any other handsome, sexy amputees out there, go up and say what's up.
Yeah. Go up to
Yeah, go up and say, hey, man, do you need a hand? And be like, no, a foot.
So this is going to be a shortish episode because I think we've only been going about 40 minutes.
So we this was kind of like the knock the rust off the bottom of the boats, but we're going to do better next time.
No, we're not, because me and you give 10 times as much quality podcast content as your average podcast creator.
I wasn't going to say it, but I will let you. I agree.
You and I are funnier, and we're the best team in Lubbock, Texas.
And I don't usually like people with both their legs.
I can't help that I was born with both my legs.
Baby, we were born to run. So when next we meet, my beautiful fan base, hopefully we will have bested the Mormons.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Heavenly Father will look favorably upon us in our victory.
Can I hijack the thing for a minute?
Yeah.
So come out into Thursday nights at Bar PM.
Yes.
It's the best time you can have as a human being. Period. It's great, and we end early. We start about 8:15. Yep. We're done by 10. Casey Heckman does music right after me if you want to keep partying. But that's every Thursday night, and we have a really good supportive comedy scene. Even if you don't want to do stand-up comedy, if you become a regular, you are our friend. Yeah. Do we make out-of-hand jokes? Does Chris Heiss talk about girls' pussies when they're in the room? Yeah, he does, because he's a dipshit. But he's got a girlfriend now, so I feel like his material is maybe a little bit less sexist. Do we have a lot of mentally ill, drug addicted alcoholics that roam around the scene? Yeah. Do we have a guy who was in prison for 2 years? It's not the one you'd think. We have the best comedy scene of anybody, and I was just in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, they also have some great comedians there, but some of them. Yes, but I'm talking about like local homeless type peoples.
Chris Heist.
People on his level, less funny, more scary.
But what we do have for certain is a group of guys that really love it,
And a couple of girls.
couple of girls that really love it, work hard at it, and go to open mics.
On any given night, you will see the funniest comedians in the world in Lubbock, Texas. Because you never know who the funniest comedian in the world is, but they are in your town, probably. They are in Lubbock, Texas. Chris Heiss has made me laugh harder than anybody. Russell Cooper has made me laugh harder than anybody. Ricky Reed, Derek Coleman, Curtis Hines. Cameo has made me chuckle a few times. I'm throwing shade. Maggie Harris, a newer comic to the Lubbock scene, but she's been doing comedy as long as I have. A few years.
We were almost wiped out by a Mexican motorcycle gang.
Yes, we were. Rainey Lawrence, one of the funniest human beings on the planet, calls Lubbock, Texas his home. Me and her have had our differences. Selena Martinez is a funny lady. We Moth Moyer. We've got some. I'm forgetting people's names, but Rafa is one of the funniest guys. But
it's a good
solid group. Can I tell you a couple of anecdotes? We got a few minutes here.
Sure. Please.
So I went to 3 open mics in a row. Saturday, Sunday, Monday when I was in Las Vegas. My friend Matt Andrew, shout out Matt Andrew, I'll tag him in this. He hosted the first one and he was at the next 2. Me and him did a festival together. And I went up to him. He was hosting the first night and I'm like, you've got a really interesting scene here. And he's like, they're retards. They're a bunch of fucking retards. He's like, but they're very funny. And I was talking to him. I was like, sometimes do you feel like you're a social worker? And he's like, yeah, I do. Like a social worker, a school teacher. Because when you do stand-up comedy and you're the host, your friends are sort of like, well, what about this? Because you're sort of in charge.
I feel like sometimes I'm my uncle hanging out with my idiot brother's kids.
That's why I want you to host more often. That's why I'm not letting you host tomorrow night. That's why Durbin is asking you. Honestly, Durbin's asking you to host tonight because he's a degenerate gambler.
I go, hey, you want to take the night off? I showed
initiative.
Yeah, you want to take the night off? I'll fucking do it for you. But
if you need a job done, Russell Cooper's the man to do it.
No job too small. No food court in the mall.
I love you. Thank you for letting me get drunk on your podcast.
Thank you for coming on. We're going now to hopefully turn this mother out. Mm-hmm. We're going to say shout out to Joey and the boys, Jacob Rodriguez, the third string quarterback, Baron Mortensen, the badass defense, our coaches, bring it home. You will be the biggest rock stars if we pull this. When we pull this off,
we will. Fucking Snake Pit, man.
They're going to say. Steve, what's his name? Steve
Rogers.
It's not important. Joe Ely, who?
I'm letting Roy know we are all done.
But once again, stay safe.
Double T Amputee.
Double T Amputee. Don't let the government shutdown get you down.
Breaking Hyman if you have some time to watch some episodes.
Jesus and I love you.